Okay, welcome guys to day 2 of Asia Pacific meeting from LD Systems and our company CSA Indonesia. So today we're gonna split to the 6 different groups untuk kita masing-masing mendapatkan knowledge, bisa bernetworking juga dengan teman-teman dari negara lain, yaitu kalau yang kita lihat ada Mongolia itu in between, the country in between antara China dan Rusia. Lalu ada juga dari Singapore, ada dari Australia, Jepang, South Korea, gitu ya. Nah, it's gonna be fun. Nah, hari ini ketika kita belajar, hopefully kita get something dari teman-teman produk dari LD System dan dari Adam Hall Group. So, let's wrap up the day 2.
Sahabat Cesa, gue Jeffrey dari Cipta Suara Anugerah. Nah, sekarang di belakang gue ada seri dari Myla, ialah seri M dengan konfigurasi double 15 in dengan digantung 1 coil dan 4 sat. Nah, ini per side-nya dan konfigurasi keseluruhan seperti ini nih di flying. Nah, ini kita sekarang flying dengan mounting yang very simple. Nanti kita lebih spesifik zoom seperti apa sih bentuk dari bracket mounting flyingnya. Ini sangat simple dan keren banget untuk size ruangan yang kita pakai sekarang ini.
Hi guys, now I'm with Robin from Adam Hall, Germany. So Robin, there is a lot of brands of DI box in the market right now. So tell me the differentiation about this Palmer, and also this is originally brand from Germany, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is a German brand. It's over 50 years old now, almost.
Old,
Well,
okay.
no, 40 actually. Adam Hall is
Okay.
50. Palmer is
Okay.
40 years old. But it is a brand with a lot of heritage. And to your question, yes, there are a lot of DI boxes out there. But there are only a few prime companies, and one of them is a Palmer. And so what's the difference? If you know a DI box and a line isolator, the main component inside is a transformer.
Yes.
Or the coupling
Correct.
transformer, the audio
Yeah.
transformer. And it is a very simple principle. You have a primary coil, secondary coil, and you have the setup. But there is a lot of know-how involved in how to make these transformers very linear and very stable.
Natural?
Yes.
Okay.
So even when we make the transformers and we use a permalloy metal, when you finish the transformer and you drop it from this height, it already changes characteristics if you don't do it right. So it's it's a very kind of fragile system.
Yeah.
Where some of the competitors don't take much care, and they measure a THD at 1 kilohertz, and where we say, okay, but 1 kilohertz you can measure a brick basically, and it'll be okay, but you need to measure down at 40 hertz. And so that's kind of, it's a German engineering that's been passed down over 40 years. And then, of course, all the rest, we use brand sockets, either nitric or Amphenol. We use aluminum housing, and these are full aluminum boxes. They also come with a tour label, which you can stick onto the back of the device, where you can write your name with a marker or the name of the instrument. So all in all, I mean, so why should you buy a Palmer box as opposed to a no-name one? This is just a whole different comparison. Why should you buy a Palmer box instead of a radio one?
Okay.
Well, one argument is price. The Palmer boxes are more competitive in price, and at the very least in the same quality. The radio by far are also good. I won't deny that. But we go a slightly different path. We try and keep our things simple. Also, the layout simple and very basic, and that's good for any passive signal flow. To keep things simple and let the signal flow as well. And speaking of signal flow, this is called the River Series, and we named it River Series because the signal should flow. All of these here are part of the River Series. And so the signal should flow through them like a river. That's how we philosophically name these boxes.
River series.
Yeah.
All the signal can be flow.
Exactly. That's why we call it like that.
So this one, it's gonna be the Monicon.
That's
This is
Monicon
monitor
XL.
controller,
Yeah.
usually for the studio that needs more than 2 near-field speakers.
Exactly.
Right? To compare.
So this is a series. We have the small Monicon and the mid-sized Monicon, the L and the XL.
Okay.
And the very small one is passive. It just
yeah.
has mute and mono and the level.
Yeah.
And the next one has a source selector and output selector and is also passive. And this one is active. It has 3 inputs and 3 outputs.
Wow.
And they're all balanced, of course.
Yeah.
And it has
Balance, it means TRS, right?
exactly
Okay.
PRS outputs.
Yeah.
And it's configurable, so when you turn it on and if you hold certain buttons, you can program it so it works in a certain way. So for example, you can have it that if you press input 1, it goes on. If you press input 2, input 1 goes off. Or you can have it that you can select all inputs at the same time, so you can configure it. And then one special feature of this is that it has a correlation meter.
Oh,
You
yeah,
might
yeah,
know
yeah,
from
yeah.
the big consoles, you have a correlation meter which shows you the relationship, the phase
Yeah.
relationship between left and right, which is very important if you want to do mono-compatible mixes. So that's something I don't think any other monitor controller has.
Correct.
But other than that, it's a very reliable product, and it's also true to its sound.
Some product that I saw here, it's very niche, right? About, for example, this one, this NAP, 2-channel media DI box. So it's just like from the computer that's want to show something in the screen, but you don't want to lose the signal, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a special one. It's basically a DI box, but a DI box has a 10:1 transformation ratio, and a line isolator has a 1:1. So the input output is equal to input. And this is a 3.7:1 ratio. So you might think, what am I talking about? This is designed for the slightly higher level headphones outputs of a computer and things like that. And the other feature, well, one feature like you mentioned is a variance in the sockets. So you have change RCA jack inputs and mini jack.
Yeah.
But the real nice thing is it has a soft ground. So usually if you have a humming sound, what you do, you press the ground lift. You lift the ground so that the ground loop is broken. But what you have when you connect computers, you have the slightly high-pitched frequency from the processor, from the power supply of the computer. And then we have a soft ground, and that doesn't lift the ground, but it puts a high-cut filter in the ground. And it filters out this high-pitched noise that a computer can make. And so that's what makes this very unique and special. And also you can use it as a splitter, so you have a mono mode, so you can go in with a stereo signal and have 2 mono outputs, which you can go to different desks. And for most computer presentations, you don't need stereo. So it's a very versatile tool. I think this is most commonly found in every audio engineer's box because you can do almost anything with it.
Yes, correct. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much for your time, Robin.
Thank you too.
Have a good day.
All right.
Halo Sobat Cesa, gue Marco dari Cipta Suara Anugerah. Masih seputar Adam Hall APAC Business 2024. Ini line up terbaru, salah satunya dari LD System, yaitu seri Any. Teman-teman bisa lihat, kita ada 2 seri dari Any, ada yang versi 8 inch sama versi 10 inch. Untuk yang versi 8 inch itu kita ada 4 pilihan warna: putih, hitam, grey, sama ini kayak army green gitu. Sama kalau untuk yang versi 10 inch itu hanya ada 2 warna doang, hitam dan putih. Yang kali ini yang di display, yang Any 10 inch yang warna hitam, yang 8 inch ada 3 warna. Selain perbedaan besar speakernya, yang satu 8 inch, yang satu 10 inch, terutama yang versi yang 10 inch punya banyak fitur tambahan yang tidak dimiliki oleh 8 inch. Salah satunya adalah dia punya slot untuk wireless mikrofon, bisa up to 2 mikrofon di sini, yang mana nanti kita akan ada input slot tambahan di belakangnya. Terus dia di belakangnya ada tambahan roda, jadi sangat mobile. Ini ada handle-nya, bisa difungsikan sebagai troli. Jadi untuk aplikasi mobile yang kira-kira sumber listriknya jauh, ini bisa jadi alternatif buat kalian. Sebenarnya sama juga di tipe Ani yang 8 inch, dia juga portable, baterainya bisa di recharge. Tapi tambahannya di sini adalah slot baterainya di belakang itu bisa di extend, jadi opsional. Jadi kalau misalnya ternyata kurang, itu kita bisa ganti slot baterainya di belakang. Sama kayak perangkat elektronik lainnya yang base dari baterai yang rechargeable, kita bisa ganti-ganti tuh baterainya gitu. Nah, sama satu lagi mungkin fitur tambahannya untuk yang 10 inch adalah channelnya up to 6, jadi bisa banyak banget pilihannya untuk satu jenis speaker ini. Mungkin itu aja. Oke, jadi sekian dari gua. Ini 8 inch dan ini 10 inch. Untuk nanti mungkin teman-teman kalau ada pertanyaan lebih lanjut bisa hubungi nomor sales representatif CSA di bawah ini. Thank you.
Sobat CSA, this is what we provide for gala dinner malam hari ini. Oke, apa aja? Yang pertama adalah this is the mighty Maui 44. Why we choose Maui 44? And kenapa harus putih? Ya karena lihat sendiri, this is garden party dan sangat cocok untuk acara malam hari ini. Nice ambience and the speaker is so stunning. Oke. And the second one, ini akan segera masuk ya. Ini. Bisa lihat nggak? Stands, but with light. Keren nggak? Stand gitarnya itu ada lampunya guys. Itu keren banget. Oke, berikutnya adalah monitor dari LD System. Lihat. Cocok banget posturnya untuk monitor itu dia. LD System yang bawah. Ini dia. Oke, seperti biasa. Nah, untuk di delay-nya, ini speaker yang akan segera masuk ke kita, ke CSA, yaitu Any series. Kayak gini nih speakernya. Yuk, ikutin gue. Oke, this is what we got today. Ini adalah LD System newest Any series. Oke, kecil, portable, with battery ya. Jadi sih powered, ada baterainya. Dimana speaker ini cocok banget, bisa di tripod atau juga bisa langsung ditaruh di bawah. Cocok banget buat kamu yang memang ada kebutuhan kayak di pantai begini yang nggak ada resource listrik, ini cocok banget. Tapi kebetulan hari ini kita colokin ke listrik. Itu dia. Jadi luasan area ini ya sekitar kayak ukuran berapa ya? 15, sekitar 20 kali 10 lah. Ini rectangle ya, persegi panjang. Nah, nice banget, nice vibe, nice ambience dengan LD System Maui 44 sebagai main front of house. See you di kesempatan review-review kita yang selanjutnya. Bye-bye.